Coming to you live from New York City. You're watching Astrology Numerology now for Monday, August 6, 2012. I'm your host, the one, the only, imitated but never duplicated, the Starman. I want to welcome all the Aries, the Tauruses, the Geminis, the Cancers, the Leos, the Virgos, the Libras, the Scorpios, the Sagittariuses, the Capricorns, and the Aquariuses to the show. This is our first live show in about 3 weeks. We have a lot of the big news astrology-wise is that Mercury is going direct. And I can just hear a round of applause across New York City and across the country. And I'd like to welcome my viewers who are watching on Bounce TV. Bounce TV, one of America's newest television networks. We have plenty of viewers who watch this show across the country on Bounce TV. Now, Mercury is going direct on August the 8th. Now, it's been retrograde since July 14th. A lot of people have, as I've said on the show so many times, problems with their telephones, problems with their computer files. I know a lot of people who have lost hard drives, who have lost USB drives because of the Mercury retrograde. It happens. Now, once Mercury goes forward, and it's in the very beginning of the sign of Leo. So I know a lot of my Leo viewers, people with the moon in Leo, people with Leo rising, for the last 3 weeks, their life has been upside down. Now, Mercury goes direct on August 8th, meaning you can start implementing those business plans or whatever kind of plans that you've been holding off on the last couple of weeks. Now, Mercury, again, is in the sign of Leo. So my friends and viewers who are Leos, and any Leos out there watching the show, wish you a happy birthday. And if you know somebody who's celebrating a birthday, call them up. Wish them happy birthday. It would mean a lot to them. But again, let's get back to Mercury retrograde. 2012 has been the year of Mercury retrograde. Earlier this year, we had a Venus retrograde, we had a Mars retrograde. So all the planets that are close to us or close to the Earth have been retrograde. It seems like we've been taking 1 step forward and 2 steps back, or 2 steps forward or 1 step back. And at this time in the universe, the world is readjusting itself. The planets are readjusting themselves because we have some big things that are on the horizon, especially for Leo people, especially for Sagittarius people, and especially for Aries people, all those air signs. All those fire signs. It's a lot coming up on the horizon. Now we can start the plan. The smoke is cleared. No more retrogrades or major retrogrades or retrogrades that are close to the Earth. Again, from May 15th to June 27th, we had a Venus retrograde. And now we're coming off of a Mercury retrograde. So get those plans in order. Get those business plans in order. But I just want to say this. Mercury is still, for you seasoned astrologers who are watching the show, Mercury is still in the shadow of its retrograde right now. So it's sort of kind of backtracking its retrograde steps that it's been taking ever since July 14. Now, Mercury will be out of the shadow of its retrograde on August the 27th. So we still got a couple of more weeks, even though Mercury is going direct on the 8th on Wednesday afternoon. We still got a recovery period of Mercury being retrograde. And let's say that recovery period will last until August the 22nd. So that's what's up with Mercury retrograde. Now, before we go to the phone lines, I just want to touch on some of the astrology charts of some of the Olympic winners, the gold medalists. A lot of people, we've been rooting for the USA, but there are other countries that are out there winning good stuff, great stuff. But I like to congratulate Gabrielle, Gabby Douglas. Her birthday is December 31st. 1995. And what's interesting about the Olympic gold medal winner for individual all-around competition, she's the first African-American to do that. She has 5 planets in the sign of Capricorn. She has the sun in Capricorn, the moon in Capricorn, Mercury in Capricorn, Neptune and Uranus in the sign of Capricorn. And Pluto is in the sign of Capricorn as we speak. So Pluto's energy is about transformation. And Gabrielle, she's the darling of sports right now, internationally, so she's a Capricorn. Now, somebody else, another woman who has made history, and she's always in the news, but that's Serena Williams. Serena Williams is a Libra, and she just made history for becoming only the second woman in the history of tennis to win the Golden Grand Slam, or the Golden Grand Slam of tennis, meaning she won an Olympic gold medal and she won all the 4 major tennis tournaments, the US Open, the French Open, the Australian Open, and recently she just won Wimbledon. So she's a Libra, and guess what? She also has 5 planets in the sign of Libra. So she's a Libra. Let's talk about Usain Bolt. Usain Bolt, the pride of Jamaica, the fastest man in the world for like the last 4 years. He is a Leo. See, the sun is in Leo as we speak. Usain Bolt is a Leo. And for my Jamaican friends who are watching the show right now, happy Independence Day. Today is Jamaica's Independence Day. It's the 50th anniversary, or the 50th year of Jamaica's independence, so on August 6, 1962. But Usain Bolt, the world's fastest man, he's a Leo. Jamaica's independence is a Leo. And one more person, or 2 more people I'd like to talk about, Shelly Ann Fraser Price. Shelly Ann Fraser Price. She is the fastest woman in the world. And she's also from the beautiful island of Jamaica. And she's a Capricorn. And her birthday is December 26, 1986, I believe. But she is a Capricorn. And last but not least, for all my viewers who are watching in Brooklyn, Leah Neal, 17-year-old Leah Neal, she's an Aquarius, and she brought home the bronze medal in relay swimming. Michael Phelps, who's won the most Olympic medals of all time, of any Olympics. Michael Phelps is a Cancer. And Cancer is a water sign. His birthday is June the 28th, and he's a water sign. So it's no wonder that Michael Phelps, who's won more Olympic medals than anyone in the history of the world, is a Cancer. Cancer is like water. So those are your Olympic medal winners. Now we are about ready to take your phone calls. Caller, you're on Astrology Numerology Now with Z Starman.
Yes, good evening, Starman.
Good evening.
Yes, this is Laura. I'm calling to get a reading this evening.
What day is your birthday, Laura?
August the 5th, 1966.
August the 5th. You just had a birthday yesterday.
Yes, I did.
Happy birthday. Where are you calling from?
Thank you. I'm calling from Harlem.
Calling from Harlem. Now, I'd like to also mention that this past Saturday, on August the 4th, was President Obama's birthday.
Yes,
that's right.
Yes,
it was President Obama's birthday. President Obama is a Leo with the moon in Gemini and Aquarius rising. Now, we're going to talk about you from an astrological point of view.
Yes.
Now, this is a 5, well, we're starting with numerology. And if you'd like to get a numerology, astrology consultation, talk to me, Z Starman, on live TV, 212-757-1483. Now, you're born on the 5th of August.
Yes.
Now, all days that add up to the number 5 are sort of kind of your high energy days. The 5th, the 14th, because 1 plus 4 is 5.
Right.
The 23rd, 2 plus 3 is 5.
Yes.
Now, 2012 is a 5 universal year.
Yes.
If we add up 2012, 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 2 equals the number 5. So this is a year that will favor people born on the 5th, the 14th, or the 23rd, or most Virgos and Geminis, because those signs are ruled by the number 5. But we're going to talk about you from an individual level.
Okay.
This year is a number 9 personal year. If we take your birthday, you're born the 8th month, the 5th day, and 2012 is a 5, so 8 plus 5 plus 5 equals the number 18. In numerology, we reduce things to a single number. This is a 9 personal year for you, whereas you have to close out on a big chapter in your life.
Okay.
9 is the end of the numerology cycle.
Yes.
So you have to close out. You have to let go of people, places, things, individuals who are no longer useful to you.
Yes.
Because that's what the universe wants you to do.
Yes.
It wants you to let go.
All right.
And that's what the vibration of the number 5 or number 9 personal year is for you.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to pull up your chart on the screen. Don't be afraid to let people go in 2012.
All right.
All right, so we're going to pull up your chart, 5:04 p.m. Now, let's show the caller her chart. Control room. Now, in your astrology chart, you have a bunch of planets. Even though you're a Leo, you have a bunch of planets in the sign of Cancer. You have Venus, Mars, and Jupiter. You see my cursor moving along here?
Yes.
You have Venus, Mars, and Jupiter in the sign of Cancer. But your moon sign is Aries.
Yes.
You're a Leo with the moon in Aries. Let me hear you say, I'm a Leo with the moon in Aries.
I'm a Leo with the moon in Aries.
Emotionally, over the last couple of years, your life has turned upside down. You've gone through massive changes, and here's why. Uranus, the planet of change and originality, is in the sign of Aries, and it's going to be there for the next 5 years.
Okay.
Don't be afraid to make the emotional changes. Now, Whitney Houston, whose birthday is, I believe, on Thursday, August 9th, she was a Leo with the moon in Aries.
Okay.
Don't be afraid to get advice from people. Sometimes you can be a little stubborn and a little hard-headed, but listen to other people. The one thing I think about Whitney, God rest her soul, is that she didn't listen to people. Most fire signs, you can't tell them anything. And that's the Aries, the Aries, the Leos, and the Sagittariuses. You cannot tell them anything. So the thing is that listen to people more. You're in power right now. So the thing for you is to listen more, but close out certain things in your life.
Yes.
Don't be afraid to change.
Okay.
This is a number, this is the Chinese year of the dragon for you. Well, this is the Chinese year. No, not exactly. But don't be afraid of change.
Okay.
And to let people go, all right?
And in the immediate future, what do you see in the universe on the horizon for me?
Well, the big thing right now is where we astrologically speaking.
Yes.
And now, since your birthday is here, you're in power right now.
Okay.
But the thing is that you have all those planets in water signs. You have Venus, Jupiter, and Mars. Learn not to be so sensitive.
Okay. All right.
Just go with the flow.
Yes.
Nobody's trying to hurt you.
Okay.
Stop, get rid of your complex of the world is against me. You're a Leo.
Yes.
Leos rule. It's all about you.
All right.
And anybody who dates or loves or involved with a Leo, they have to understand that Leo, it's all about them. And you got the moon in Aries also. Let me hear you say before we go, I'm a Leo with the moon in Aries.
I'm a Leo with the moon in Aries.
That's part of your astrological ID. If you got internet, Google the moon in Aries.
Yes.
All right?
Okay.
Thank you, caller.
Okay, now.
Thank you for watching.